Yo, I know you couldn't wait for that off day. That off day from that 9 to 5. But your off day ain't an off day. Okay? Your off day is a on your goals day, on your dreams day, in your on your vision board day, in your bag day, in terms of investing in the things that you see for yourself, the things that you want for yourself. That by research, I'm talking about real numbers statistically, states that it's a small number, it's a small percentage of people willing to do the work. It's a small percentage of people willing to sacrifice time, effort, and energy to go after their goals, right? You are worth it. You owe it to yourself, and you have to feel worthy and valuable of putting that type of work in and value into yourself and belief in yourself to accomplish something like that. Whatever your dream is, it takes hard work. I do believe in strategy, and I do believe that you might not have to work as hard as other people, but to just eliminate the hard work altogether. There's no way around it, guys. Like, there's literally no way around doing what the average person won't do to get where the average person wants to go. And so that is why it's important to make sure we're focusing on time management and making sure that when we're not actively at that 9 to 5 or doing whatever responsibilities that always require our time for money, or our time to build. People have kids and they have families. It's not just I'm going to a job in exchange for money, but I do have these important responsibilities that require a lot of my time and effort and energy. So I definitely get it. And so it's hard, when you do have a little bit of alone time and a little bit of downtime, outside of getting sleep and rest, that you want for yourself to do nothing. But that's where the average person will always fail at, because every time they get a chance, they're using it instead of sacrificing. They're using it on other things instead of sacrificing. And I'm not saying rest is not important. Get your rest, because it don't matter how hard you want that dream to come alive and prosper. It don't matter how much you want to be thriving in this year 2025 and so forth. If you're not taking care of yourself, it does not matter. If you pass out because you're not taking care of yourself, then what do your dreams matter? You think your family care about your dreams if you pass out? You know what I'm saying? If you in the hospital, if you sick, you know what I'm saying? So I would never be one of them people that be like, put your health over, chasing your goals. But I will say, in terms of time, when you got downtime to just, watch that Netflix show, or stroll on social media, or go hang out with friends more than you need to be chasing your goals, or just simply sit at the house doing nothing. Because sometimes I found myself just doing that. Like, sometimes I don't know if you one of them people, but I'm one of them people that can be at the house alone and just chilling. Like, I don't have to be doing a lot, but it's in those moments where it's like, okay, let me go pull this yoga mat out and stretch. Let me go, get in my devotional. Let me write in my journal. Let me organize my calendar so I'm knowing what to prepare for and what to plan for, because sometimes people will call you, and I'm a type of person that do need to process a lot of stuff. So people will call you and ask you for stuff, ask you for favors, ask you to go pick some up, or go run an errand for them, or come to this particular event, or whatever. And you may answer and say, yeah, that's cool. But like, your schedule your calendar is not permitting that. Like your calendar is not, in support of that, even though your heart is. And I'm one of the people, I love support people. I love seeing people win, so I'm naturally like excited when somebody is inviting me to an event, because for one, that person that have to take time out of their day to invite you anywhere, but the fact that they wanted you in the building, or they enjoy your presence, or, just having people depend on you is a big thing for me. I definitely get it. So I want to be a part of that too, but sometimes you're just not able, and you have to make sure you're putting yourself first. I talked about that in a video the other day. A guy is in this relationship, and not wanting to hurt the other person's feelings by saying no. In this season of your life, we can't afford to say yes to everything. We can't afford to agree to everything. We can't afford to show up for everything, because if we do at that rate, you're really, how I like to put it, that is self-betrayal. That is you going against the grain to self. And who's going to pay the ultimate price for that? You're going to pay the ultimate price for that. And I think a lot of us already know that. I feel like a lot of us have already experienced that to some degree, that it's a lot of time that we wasted. It's a lot of opportunities that we push to the side, a lot of things for self-care that we push to the side to make sure other people were good. And I promise you, it ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I promise you, it's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with it is, what begins to come a problem with that is when you're not being progressive, when you're not moving, when you become stagnant, in the pursuit of your purpose and goals and dreams and aspirations, like the ideas that you got. When you become codependent on making sure other people are good, I got news for you. You're not God. You're not God. I had to come to terms with that too. I'm not, and it's not that I was ever trying to be God, but in a way, when you think about it, when you're trying to save people from themselves, like your heart's so big, and you want people to see that within themselves. You want them to see the potential. You want them to be so much better than what they're being in that moment, that you're neglecting self. You're neglecting everything that you need to be doing for you, because you're focused on helping them and saving them. And I'm just saying, I get it, but you can't help everybody. You can't save everybody. You do what you can, and you lead them to the one who can do everything they can, everything they need, everything that their heart desires. You can't be that for that person, but I know somebody who can. So I give what I'm able to give, but I'm in this season where it's personal, and I have to say no before I can say yes. I want to be in the space to where I'm giving from the overflow of everything that I poured into myself. And I can only do that if I sacrifice the way that I'ma feel when I tell a person no. Because it don't feel good telling people no. At least not for me. It don't feel good. But you know why you have to do that. And when you know why you have to say no, you can rest in the season when you'll be able to finally say yes. And then people that stay with you in that season of uncertainty, because they don't all the way know. I don't think you should explain to every single person what you're doing. Some people need a little testing. Some people need to kind of you just gotta, it's just a flat out no. It ain't on no, well, because da 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 da. It's like you don't owe an explanation to everybody. Sometimes it's just what it is. No, I ain't gonna be able to do that. I ain't got that. I ain't gonna be able to go. That's just it. Because when you do it like that with certain people, you will know who's for you. You'll know who's riding. You'll know who's supportive of where you're at. So again, your off days are not off days. Grind and focus on the things that you're passionate about as much as possible, to where you're doing what you're passionate about every day. And eventually you may be able, if that's your goal, to walk away from that 9 to 5, you'll be able to do that. But it's going to take sacrifice, and it's going to take a lot of hard work. And I just feel like if there are other people who bleed the same way that I bleed, put their clothes on, the majority of people put their clothes on the same way that I put my clothes on. The average person did not start out as a successful person, a successful business owner, or a millionaire. It's a lot of people, the majority of this world, who did not start out that way. So if they were able to accomplish and surround themselves around people who were like-minded, like-spirited, if they took the time to grow, if they took the time to read books, if they took the time out to work on their health, if they took the time and sacrificed doing a lot of the things that they wanted to do for the things that they needed to do. So after the things that they needed to do made a way for the things that they wanted to do, now it's just like, yo, okay, like, that is what we gotta do. If they can do it, we can do it. If they can get monetized, we can get monetized. If they started that business, if they're an entrepreneur, I can do it. If they wrote the book, I can do it too. If, like, you gotta have that I can do it too vibe. Like, all year, all 2025. I'm getting ready. I'm waiting on Jamon to get here. The car part is still ain't got her yet. I gotta call the customer service people and see, because even when you try to look on the email, it don't even show you where the car part is. It just, the status of the order just say in progress. It's like, that's it. That's all I get. Like, where is it at? Did y'all ship it already? Like, what's happening? Do I need to go another route in terms of another company? Like, so I'm getting ready to call them in a little bit when I get off of this. But I'm going to be around people who are doing what they enjoy to do for a living. I'm getting a chance to be in the room. I'm getting a chance to learn. I'm getting a chance to ask questions and interview them, pick their brain a little bit. And I'm gonna definitely get some footage for y'all, but I don't necessarily get paid for this as much as I would like. Sometimes the money will come quarterly. If they get paid from a grant from the city or something, I might get a cut of that, but it's not an everyday thing. But I'm investing the time because I am passionate about the community. I'm passionate about helping artists grow. And I'm passionate about this documentary that we're working on to build a Black arts district here in the city of Birmingham. And so I'm very excited and very blessed to be connected to people who just want to make things better around them. When you go into a room, is it better when you left, or was it worse when you left? Did you leave it better than you found it? When you got into that relationship, did you leave that person better than you found them, or were they worse off? Like, that's what I'm on, and that's what this organization, the Flourish Alabama, is on. Is really investing time, effort, and energy into not just building communities, but making sure artists understand that as an artist, you can make a living out of creating art, out of being exactly who you are. You can make a living off of being creative. If you're a painter, if you create clothes, if you write, if you are a graphic designer, if you are a speaker, if you do poetry, if you're a dancer, like it's literally no limit to what being a creative person is. And so I'm really blessed to be a part of this organization in some way. And I'm happy to be a part of a community of people who want to invest and make the community better than how they found it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. But I had to get on here before I left. He on his way, probably finna pull up now. But yeah, man, today I'm off from my 9 to 5, but I'm still locked in and finding ways to invest mentally in myself, creatively in myself. And that's just simply put myself around people who putting their work in, people who are Jamon, he don't work a 9 to 5. His 9 to 5, he get his living off of making other people better in essentially, helping them live their dreams. That's essentially what he's getting paid to do every single day, so it's cool to be around someone who was ranked number 3 in the world 2018, number 3 in the world for poetry. This is Jamon, okay? Ranked number 3 in the world for poetry in 2018. Like, this who I'm around. This is one of my best friends. So it's like your circle might shrink in size, just as long as it grows in value, you good. So we up 2025. I hope y'all having the most amazing day wherever you're at. I love you with the love of God. Remember, new views, new heights. It starts up here. It started up here. It's our year 2025. You already know what it is. Until next time, peace.